Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a very interesting stream. This is something I don't usually do, but today we are doing a Real Madrid Barcelona El Clasico stream. Um, I'm really excited about this. As you can see, I do like Real Madrid. I'm not a fan per se. I mean, it goes kind of against everything as a Roma fan because they try to poach Totti back in the day, back in like '04, '05. Um, but I have to say that this is since the transfer of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, this like matchup has gotten significantly more entertaining. I don't really care for Barcelona. Like when they had Xavi as the head coach, when they're known for Messi. I don't know who the captain is yet, so that's kind of floating for both teams. Just I think it's going to be Valverde, and I don't really know who's going to be for Barcelona. I just want to put that out there. But back when Xavi was the coach, and it looked very optimistic. I think they won they won La Liga, and I think they won another trophy there. Didn't do great in the Champions League, given their success. But I do think that the Hansi Flick era is going to be very entertaining to watch, and I think it already has been. I watched the Champions League the other day, and I think they no, I don't think they won against Bayern Munich. And that was a great game to watch. But I think the better game and the more entertaining one was Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund, the rematch of the last Champions League final. And it was so, like, seriously, watching that game was like you saw the impact of Real Madrid. You saw exactly who they were and what they're capable of doing. And it was so crazy to watch. Like, it was nuts. And like it was started off as a 2-0 at the half. It was 2-0 for Dortmund at the half in that Real Madrid Dortmund game. It was 2-0 at the half. Then back to back to back to back, 4 unanswered goals is crazy. And I mean, you've seen Real Madrid do this. You've seen to do, like, in the past, they've done this kind of thing before, and they're just a powerhouse. They're just a unit. Like, really, like, there's no other way to put it. So right now the teams are walking out, and we're gonna tune in and get a little bit of hearing. We have Ian Dark and Ian McMahon, whatever, McMahon. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's some kind of English, doesn't matter. So the lineups are, Real Madrid is home. It's at the Estadio de Bernabeu. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce any of the Spanish stuff. I mean, Italian's still learning how to pronounce all the Italian stuff. So Rafinha is the captain for Barcelona, and I think it's Valverde. I didn't see who the captain was for. Let me see on my phone actually. Does it even say who the captain is? I mean, Spain right now is 0-2 against German teams in the Champions League, which is pretty cool. So for Real Madrid, we have Mendy, Rudiger, Militao, Vasquez starting in the back four with Andre Lunin subbing in for the injured Thibaut Courtois. Then we have Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Valverde. And it is not Valverde, that's the captain. It is Lucas Vasquez. Hang on, let me get this right. One second, sorry. Just trying to make this more clear. So this is probably the most entertaining match of the weekend. I mean, you also have Arsenal and Liverpool tomorrow, and starting up top, Vinny Jr. and Kylian Mbappe as a top two, kind of like a complementary striker thing. Then in the back, you have Peña as a goalkeeper, then Balde, Martinez, Kubarsi, and Koundé, followed by Pedri and Casado as like defensive midfielders. Then Rafinha, Dani Olmo, and Lamine Yamal as more of an attacking midfield, and then Robert Lewandowski, of course, as the striker. These teams are. It truly is like. It's such a rich history whenever these two teams come out. Is it Dani Olmo? Did I get that right? It better be Dani Olmo because I put it in. Fermin Lopez. Whoopsie. Sorry. Ugh. Now, Fermin Lopez is in the midfield. I knew I didn't recognize that face. What was it? 16. So there you go. All right, this should be the updated lineups. Everything is the way it is. And we are about to go into kickoff right now. Real Madrid is kicking off, and it is Mbappe to take. Yeah, something that was crazy over the weekend was Vinicius Jr. had a hat trick in the Champions League, which is crazy. But not only that, but Rafinha also had a hat trick in the Champions League, and there are two Brazilians who have had a lot of scrutiny. They were not at their 100%. For the entire season. Now Valverde kind of wins a ball, sends it out to touch for a throw-in for Barcelona down in the defensive third, about a couple yards away from the back line. Goals in competition, and I think it's Lewandowski. Offside. But advantage was played, and it's Kubarsi on the ball now. Now Koundé. The history of this game is of this specific matchup is so rich in football, soccer culture. Oh my gosh, and now Mbappe's on a break. So far he's onside. I thought it was offside, but here he goes and he missed the goal. Yeah, he's offside. He was offside, but he should have hit it. I don't know what it was. He's seriously by inches, by not even an inch, maybe centimeters. Either you shoot that or you pass it. He should have passed it to Vinny because Vinny had an open goal because whatever his name is, Pena, was focused mainly on Kylian. He should have passed it to Vinny. Oh well. We move on, but right now Real Madrid is pressing very high. Barcelona, known for their tiki-taka, back when Pep Guardiola was the coach, and when Johan Cruyff, Dutch, I don't know, was the coach that kind of invented tiki-taka. But that's not exactly the mode that they're going with. That's not exactly Hansi Flick's main coaching philosophy. I haven't watched enough Barcelona to really understand what the philosophy is, but foul drawn for Real Madrid. I like this referee. I don't know his name. Let me see the name of the referee. This referee, the Spanish guy, does a lot of. He looks a lot like Salvador Dali. It is Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez. I'm never gonna remember that. Rudiger sends it out for Vinny, who's playing more on the wing because it's just what he's more familiar with and comfortable with. Vinny is double teamed. He hits Koundé and is out for a corner for Real Madrid early. So, La Liga's Beyond Stats brought to us by Microsoft. Says there's a 50% chance of it hitting in the middle, and it does. And now it's Vinny again. Goes out for a corner again. It was a really close slip. It looked like I think it was Rudiger that got, or maybe Mendy that got a back heel towards goal, but maybe it was just slightly off. So Valverde to take again, retake the corner. Again it goes, and then again we have a third corner of the game. And Chouameni. Oh, it was Aurelien Chouameni. I don't know how to pronounce that. I like saying Chouameni because it sounds French, and he's French. Chouameni, which could be. And that one is punched out, sent back in by Bellingham, but it's easily taken care of. And now it's going to be a drop ball for Barcelona. Try to get cleared, but it hit Jose something Martinez. Carlo Ancelotti, a famous former player for Roma, actually. He's truly a legendary coach. I would say, to compare him to like American football, he's very similar to, I want to say Bill Belichick, because, he constantly wins trophies, but, the thing with soccer is that there's so many players and coaches that change so fast. Like, these players and coaches have a much longer, contract length and peak time, because they're not hitting each other, they're not getting CTE every 5 minutes. Oh, Bellingham with a good turn around Balde. Bellingham plays like one of those old English football. He plays like he should be in 2017, or not 2017. That's not even that old. He plays like he's in the 2000s. Even 2000's not that old. He's very familiar to Camavinga with a good steal, and that was going to be Vinny, always offside. Bellingham plays a lot those, the David Beckham, and not exactly Ronaldinho, but that kind of era. That's the way he plays. The long sleeves is great. The jersey and the long sleeve, it all looks exactly like that era, and it's really cool. I'll call him back. But he has been frustrated because he feels like he's been overshadowed by Kylian. Good ball. But it's cleared away by Barcelona. It was a really enticing ball. And now Barcelona is on the counter, but they still play down. I think that's a lot of what Hansi Flick is going for here. Tomorrow, be sure to tune in to Paramount Plus. I will not be covering the game because there's a football game, but Roma and Fiorentina, watch that. I think that's at 9 o'clock in the morning, I want to say. Let me double check. Nope, 12:45. Right around 1 o'clock. Maybe I can cover it. Depending on how the Patriots are doing, maybe I can cover it. But I might be at my parents' house, which means, oh my gosh. Camavinga leaped, and now it's Madrid on the counter with Mbappe. And he sends it out to Camavinga, who has to chase it right before it hits touch, and he keeps it in, but it's not, kind of ruined the flow of it. Oh my gosh, I'm still in pre-match. Damn it. Sorry. We were in the first half. Shit. Sorry. Here you go. Late snap, but it's okay. Lamine Yamal on the ball, he's very strong. Oh, that's a great. Oh, that was a really good ball for Rafinha. But it was sniffed out by Lunin. It was a heavy ball, but it was a great idea. And credit to Yamal. He's truly one of the more talented players of today, even being 17 years old. Or maybe he's 16 right now. Yeah, he could be both. He's been 16 for the last 3 years. Whoa! It was a good lay. I think it was Yamal again trying to get it to Lewandowski, who's breaking through the Madrid defense, and he tried to go for power, and he just I think the ball got touched or something happened, and he missed, and it was collected by Lunin. But right now we have Rafinha, who had a great, fantastic game on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So it was Yamal to Lewandowski, and Militao just got in front of it and forced Leva to get off focus a little bit, and it made him whiff. Looks like Rafinha's up, so that's good. Speaking of Brazilians, there was a bad ball by Lunin trying to get it to Mendy. Ronaldinho really, I think he made sure that everybody in Brazil knows that the way that the Brazilian national team has been performing, it's not up to Brazilian standards. That is, I think Brazil's known as the soccer capital of the world, or the skills capital of the world, and you can't get out of the group stage of the World Cup or Copa America. It is embarrassing. Or even if you get out of it, it's a big, you lose big. You cannot lose if you're Brazil. You can't lose to Canada or Panama. Just does it that's not Brazil. Brazil has the most World Cups of anybody. They're the head of international soccer right now. Or not right now, they have been. It's the historical. And Lewandowski draws a foul from Militao. And it is a free kick to Barcelona in not a very good position. It's kind of far away. It's about maybe right here. I don't know the distance like that. Oh, my girlfriend's out of her Lakers event. Yes, ma'am. Streaming. And Lunin gathers very easy. So far, it looks like creativity is not lacking from either side. It's a great long ball. Whoa, Bellingham. He was offside, but he went for a long ball because Pena came out way off of his line. And it would have been maybe 30 yards, I want to guess. About halfway in between the D and the circle. It wasn't close. A player of that caliber needs to hit that every time. I mean, it's basically an open goal, and that's a great move for Lamine Yamal. And, just hits it, and it's collected by Luna. It's really, really good attacking play from both teams right now. Both teams, I think Madrid's main thing is the long ball, and then Barcelona's I think Barcelona's much more creative in the way that they build up. And not to say that Real Madrid is not creative. They're very technically gifted, and there's a lot of skill that comes to that, to this team. But it's very, I would say Barcelona definitely has more of that skill, creative, kind of possession creativity, I would say. Creating true attacking chances have come for both teams, but I would say in terms of what's more skilled, Lamine Yamal looks like he's going to take a shot, but he fakes it, tries to circle back. Out on the... Oh. There was a lot of movement there. I didn't know what was happening. But that's kind of what I mean. There's a lot of movement from Barca. It's a lot of movement. I'm just realizing now that La Liga doesn't use, or ESPN doesn't use, oh, they do. and I got it right. Oh, that's a good ball for Mbappe. Sends it to... Oh! That's a goal, but it's offside. Oh, my goodness. Bellingham's trying to get his first goal of the season. He's still goalless, and he's truly one of the most technically gifted players. I was talking high praises. But Mbappe, again, is just caught offside, and that would have been given as a goal. It was a good attempt from Penny to save it, but Bellingham just got to be on the end of it. Oh, it wasn't a goal. That's crazy. Truly, this game has really been a game of inches because Mbappe's been caught offside. That goal could have been given it could have been given. That goal it nearly was a goal just by a couple inches. It really has been that kind of game, and it's really clever from both teams. But you can definitely start to see kind of what game each team likes to play after 15. Madrid likes to counter. It looks like they're very happy just letting Barcelona keep a lot of possession, and they'll hit the long ball and send it to one of their fastest guys, some of the fastest guys in international soccer with Vinny and Mbappe, which is not a bad tactic. And then Bellingham's kind of slow on the back, but he still comes up with that creative chance. Oh, and the Yamal chance earlier would have been called off, but he just chips it. I think he tries to go over Lunin, and it just not enough. Yeah, they just said it. And now Lunin sends it long for Vinny, and it's headed out to touch for a Madrid throw-in. In terms of the way that they play, I already said Madrid does they do long balls and they do counterattacks. Just because they have the speed to do it. They have the speed and they have the quality to do a good counterattack. Like a lot of teams in the Premier League and like the newly relegated or the newly promoted teams from Serie B to Serie A, or from the Championship to the Premier League. A lot of they have to defend because they can get caught out from anything, and then they get a lot of chances on the counter. Like I think it was earlier today. I didn't watch the game, but I watched the highlights on TikTok. It was Ipswich Town against Brentford, and it was 2-0 at one point for Ipswich, and it was off the counter. If you can get high speed and higher, you can get players up the field trying to miss passes here. If you can catch people out on the counter attack while they're in an all-out attack, then you come with a counter. You can very easily work past a limited number of defenders. Obviously, it doesn't work for everybody. Like Liverpool have some of the best defense in the world right now, and hi, baby, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Can you hear me all right? I mean, I'm trying out a new microphone. Oh, you are the rock star. For those of you who don't know, she's a Laker girl now, and she's up in LA. She had a community event, and she's getting ready for a game. She has her. The game is at, I think it's a 7 o'clock game for the Lakers. Camavinga wins out, but he just gets fouled. Oh, good, you can hear me. Is it loud enough? Anyway, oh, very clearly offside from Bellingham, but it's Mbappe. 7:30. And Vinicius misses the missed goal for Madrid. And there hasn't really, I don't think there's been a single shot on goal for Barcelona quite yet. It is close. It's kind of close, but again, it's a game of inches, and it's Mbappe clear and crisp. Is that so? Can you hear all my, like... I got to do ASMR on this? I don't want to do ASMR. I hate ASMR, but... I mean, it's just you right now, baby, so I'm good. Is it very, like... Can you hear all the sounds my mouth is making, or is it kind of quiet, or what the deal is? It looks like there's going to be a card given here. Rafinha's arguing with the referee. But he's allowed to talk to him. No card given. So Barcelona is oh, it's a bad pass by Pena. Love you. It's so delayed, the chat, to what you like, what I'm doing versus chat. Another offside. An offside. There are so many offsides in this game that it's like I'm watching football. So many like fouls, so many penalties. But that's the kind of game that this is. These are historically 4 offsides. There it is. 4 offsides for Madrid, 0 for Barcelona. So, chat, am I cooked? Babe, am I cooked? Chat, am I cooked? Ooh. Balde could have had it. Very good build-up and very good at counter or like high press by Barcelona, which is what they do. That's the strategy that they choose. That like we saw it on Wednesday. And Rafinha just he could have made the pass, but he was getting pulled and double teamed. He just had to get rid of it, and the space kind of opened up. And I believe that's a foul for there it is, foul for Madrid. Vinicius Jr. gets fouled by Kubarsi, I believe. It is Kubarsi. Hold on to the neck. Antonio Rudiger, former Roma player, former Chelsea player. Ooh. Vinicius Jr. out in space. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm sorry for the volume, but miss. Oh, I think I'm not gonna say I think I'm. Oh, it was completely missed hit. It hit like behind his ankle. No, that is. Horrible. Pedri's now down for Barcelona. He's been one of the best players for Barca. It is. Hang on. Thank you for being on, Isabella. I love you. Let's look at some stats really quickly. Brought to me by SofaScore. I really hope none of this spoils anything for me. So right now, Eduardo Camavinga is the best player for Madrid, and the best player for Barcelona is Robert Lewandowski, followed very shortly by Rafinha, Balde. Rafinha and Balde. Let's look at some statistics. Barcelona has had almost 60% of the possession, which is. That's what I said. They're very comfortable with the ball, and Madrid will just let them have it. They're very good on the counterattack. But Madrid have had more expected goals. They've had equal amount of big chances. Barcelona's had 2 total shots, and Madrid has only had 1. I all the shots that Madrid have missed have been called off for offside, and that's why it feels like there have been more shots than there have been. Than there's been noted down. So there again is the long ball trying to get it to Bellingham. I think one thing that sucks about about this modern soccer. Oh, foul drawn by Tchouaméni. One thing that sucks about modern soccer, modern football, whatever, is that I didn't watch this game. I didn't watch soccer when I was a kid. I didn't. Again, Mbappe is going to be offside, but Camavinga missed again offside, again a miss. There needs to be more shots in the net, even if it's offside, and it's Mbappe yet again offside. He himself has been offside more times than anybody else on the field, on the pitch. Vinicius, everybody always when you're on the field, you always say, you should have passed it to me, or I should have passed it. But you really never know, because this game is it's a very aggressive game, and it's a very emotional game. These teams are very this is a rivalry. This is one of the biggest rivalries, if not the biggest, in soccer. Followed maybe on the same level as advantage played, but it's this is maybe followed by one of the Brazilian matchups. I think it's Corinthians and Palmeiras. Now Bellingham couldn't keep the ball in play. I think the thing with Real Madrid and why Bellingham is okay. I know I started to say this, but I didn't finish my thought. Bellingham has been very upset that he's being overshadowed by Mbappe and Vinicius, but he has a right to be. I would say that's a good ball. Oh, that had a lot of potential to be fantastic for Rafinha. He just couldn't get to it fast enough. Just a little too heavy from Balde. It's a good tackle. I haven't heard anything about Lucas Vazquez all game, or Martinez for Barca. I feel like it's been a very my S's are so. I need to de-S myself. I need to have a little lisp, because if I do this, it's gonna be very jarring. Okay, from me, the players I've seen the least of have been Martinez for Barcelona and Lucas Vazquez for Real Madrid. I feel like I've seen almost nothing from either. Maybe Martinez has been the guy that's been drawing Mbappe offside, and Vazquez kind of has been working with Rafinha. It's a good shot on goal, and there's a follow up, and it's good. It's a good interception by Militao to get it out of bounds. Wow. As the neutral, this is a very interesting game. Pedri with the shot, slapped away by Lunin, and then the follow up by who was that? I want to see the replay of who hit the follow up. And then it was Militao that got the last little touch to get it out of bounds, to get it in the back. Corner sent in, but it's easily dealt with. But now it's Koundé to Pedri, who sends it in all the way through to Rafinha, who sends it right back. And it's a head-on, and it's over the bar from Martinez, actually. There you go. There's his first involvement for me. He might have performed very well. These players might be doing very well, even though I just haven't seen anything of them. It's just because I'm not hearing anything about them. I'm not hearing the name. I'm barely seeing them on the ball. They're not getting enough touches. I'm not noticing or paying attention. I just can't. If you're not on the ball, I'm not even going to notice that you're there. Mendy has had his hands full, and so is like Koundé has had his hands full. Yamal has had the ball a lot. Rafinha's had the ball a lot. Bellingham's had the ball. Camavinga's so far the best player, and Martinez just hits it right over the. He hits it. It was just I guess the wrong part. You hit it way up top. It was too up top. So it's a free kick for Real Madrid right up at the halfway line, in the defensive half. So it was from a foul on Vinny Jr. that gave Madrid the ball, and now comes Vasquez, sends a great ball, Mbappe, and it's in. So far it's not. So far it's good, and that's a goal. That's a goal for Real Madrid as of right now. I think that's one. That's one. That's one goal. Wow. And it really was great pass. It was great passing. It was great from everybody. Literally, the two players that I said I haven't heard anything of have one header that could have gone and one assist already. Like this, that's just how fast it can. That's how fast this game is. So there's that ball, and then he's just off. He's off. I think that's going to be off. I think he's going to be off. He's off. I'm removing this stuff. He's offside. He's probably the worst at getting caught offside. Like, seriously, it's so frustrating. It is not given. It is taken off. It is. We are still at zeros. In this El Clasico game between Real Madrid and Barcelona. VAR says no goal. Mbappe ran just a smidgen too early. And that seems like the story of this game right now. It seems like that's very much the case. These guys, it's embarrassing. You're at the top level. You're highly considered for Ballon d'Or, which is like the MVP of everything, like the international MVP. You are he hasn't won one, but he wants to win one, which is why he switched from PSG to Madrid. You move to try and win a Ballon d'Or, and you're offside. You're highly considered the best player in the world, and you go offside. You're caught offside 5 times today? Come on. Come on. And so now we have a foul. Lucas Vasquez fouls Rafinha. The captain on captain crime right there. And the long ball, it's cleared out. And it's Mbappe. Mbappe wins it. Oh, and it's just a bad touch. And so now I think we're going to get corner for Real Madrid. It's Kubarsi that was giving Mbappe some trouble. And it's really like Madrid is really pushing. They want to catch Barca out on numbers. It's a good defense from Casade. I don't know any Barcelona players. I feel like I know more about the subs for Madrid than I do about the starters for Barca. I don't know who these people are. So, is Lewandowski on the floor right now for Barcelona in the whistle? That was like an old man. That was like a Herbert the pervert whistle. So right now it looks as if it looked like it was Mendy fouling Leva, but Ancelotti doesn't like it. He's like, what the hell is he doing? I mean, I would agree. Ancelotti, I'm going to say it again, former Roma player. I really wish he would come to Roma after finishing up here at Madrid. If he wins one more Champions League, I think he's gone. I think I was going to give it a couple more years. But he's old, he's tired. I get it. But his style of play is, like, with Dybala, with Dybala in that like Vinicius Junior role and having a dedicated striker like Benzema was as Dovbyk, I think there could be a lot of potential. Defense already is a lock for Roma. I mean, how many clean sheets? Not that many, but in what, 9 games, maybe 4 clean sheets, which is it's a lot. No, not even 4. I think maybe like 3 clean sheets. There was one. I'm not going to do the math, but the point is, defense doesn't really need that much help from him. It's more the attacking play and it's the finishing, because that's always been Roma's struggle as long as I've been watching. I mean, finishing was fine under Mourinho, but there was no attacking, and I think Mourinho and Ancelotti have very similar styles of play, except Mourinho was very score and then don't do anything, where like just defend. Where Ancelotti, I think, is it's much more balanced, but it's very heavily on defense and snuffing out the counterattack, like counterattacking, which is great. I mean, you have the creative. It's hard because you can't really translate some of these players into Roma because it's just a different quality. Like, there's nobody really to play the Camavinga role. I mean, maybe it could have been Bove, and I think it could be Pizzilli now, but I think if he came to Roma as like a home, he used to. Oh, stupid. Vinicius tried to do a rainbow flick, and he just missed it. But if he goes to his hometown, like his home club of Roma, I feel like there could be a lot of positives and a lot of good things. And it's offside from Vinicius, or to Madrid offside again. And Tchouaméni gives a good sliding tackle. I really think that there could be a lot of positives to Ancelotti coming to Roma. He's right now he's my top guy to come. De Rossi's now an agent, so he's not coming back. I don't like Juric so far. He's not proven himself yet to me. Like, yeah, he's gotten a couple wins, but we were in the on Thursday. On Thursday there was the Europa League. It's a light push, but it's a foul. In the Europa League there was Roma won 1-0, but it was from a penalty. Yamal with a curler. It's just wide. Yamal is saying that there's a touch, but it's not getting any of that. See if he's right. I don't think so. I think oh, yeah. It was a deflection. But I truly think that you can kind of compare, like, just in terms of quality, you can kind of tone everybody down a little bit. Like, I love Roma. Roma's 1/3 of my heart, I tell. Maybe it's 25%. Oh, 30%. We'll go 30. 30 is good. I have 30, 35, and then a 25. Is that mathematic? Is that mathematic? It's a very light foul, but it's a foul. What am I saying? I get distracted so easily. I think that's why I can't do a successful podcast stream thing, because I get sidetracked so easily. What was I saying? I was saying something about Roma being, yeah. You can't compare the style and quality of players to Madrid, and there's no real reason that he would come other than because he used to play for Roma, Ancelotti, and he speaks Italian, so it would just be just going home for him. Helping his team that he's, that gave him a shot as a kid, gave him a shot as a player. Mendy loses out, and it's a throw-in for Barcelona in a very good position. Hang on, here comes Pedri. That's offside. There's the first offside for Barcelona, and we're in the 40th. We're in the 39th minute, almost 40th. So far, there's been a lot of chances for Madrid and a lot of opportunities chances and opportunities, I would say, are different. I mean, you can have a chance and that's right on goal, but you'll lose out. Opportunities are like things that open up, a lot of space, but no real like chance. I don't know how to explain it. In my brain, they're different. But anyway, Ancelotti, former Roma player, needs to come to Rome to save the capital. I'm sure he knows what the problems that Roma's going, and hell, maybe he even played against Roma a couple times. Ooh, that's maybe he's even played against Roma a couple times. But I think that the odds of him coming are very slim. Roma has no money. They spent it all on Dovbyk, who's been semi-productive this year. Not doing enough, I think. But, I mean, coming to Serie A in a arguably, I mean, this is truly arguable, an arguably more difficult a more difficult league, and winning the Champions League with a team as weak as Roma would be fantastic, or at least like winning the Champions League, or like winning the Europa League. I mean, the Europa League is significantly like different than the Champions League. I mean, those two teams play like at the end of it for the UEFA Cup, and it's just not comparable. Usually it's Madrid, or recently it's been Manchester City and Liverpool, and they just clean house against the Europa League combatants, and it's really sad because these teams are like, they do a lot. Oh, and now we got some build up. Oh, I think that Yamal tried to get a little sneaky, cheeky pass to I think it was a running Rafinha, and it just loses out. And here comes the attack, but it's sniffed out, and now comes the counter, but it's a poor touch by Fermin Lopez for Barca, and it's I mean, if you really were going to try and compare the players of each team that Ancelotti could potentially work for, it would be like the guy that can do everything, the Camavinga, would be Pizzilli. And your creative youngster would be Rodrigo or Vinny. And your creative veteran, Modric, even a Bellingham, could be Dybala. Dybala's getting the end of his contract. I think next year is the end of his contract. So if there was going to be any time to go, it would be soon. Dovbyk is your dedicated Benzema guy. Not really any of the current players right now, but I mean, Dybala is a player of his own. Like, I would say if you really had to compare, it would be like, oof. I would say it would be closer to like Bale, like Gareth Bale, or one of those like technical guys that's not great with their body but still can use it if they have to. Like, when I say not great, like they're not the most physical guy. I mean, I didn't watch Gareth Bale. I know he's a fast guy and that's it, but I watched him with Wales in the 2020 Euro, the 2021 Euro. No, it was 2020. Strike, but there's a tackle for Vinny, and there's a card coming. There's the first yellow card of the match. To who? Who's getting it? Casado. Casado gets the first yellow card of the match. What am I saying? Something about comparing players. Indica is very similar to that kind of big-bodied player that like Mendy's not exactly like that. Oh, and there's a corner for Madrid from a ball in by what was it, Valverde, I think. Indica is very similar to. I honestly would say not like Militao, much more like Rudiger, and one thing I have a problem with the way that Roma runs its team. I think everybody knows that I have a problem. If you watch my stream, you know I have a big problem with what the Roma front office is doing. I think they don't know what they're doing. Rudiger gets a foul. Yeah, well, he fouls. Fouls Martinez. Martinez. We have how long? 2 minutes. 2 minutes of extra time, of added time, in this first half. I'm just saying it. I'm just gonna say it so I can move on. I think Ancelotti, when he's done with Madrid, should come to Roma, just because there's a lot of history with him in them, and the players are improving in quality. We have a lot of good youngsters that are coming up that can definitely use some good guidance, not some mid-table guidance. Moving on, we have a free kick from Rudiger. And it's just intercepted by Koundé, who does look like he's used a hand. And Lewandowski does well to win it, but it's Lopez to try and send it for Rafinha, and it's intercepted there. And I don't really know where that ball was going. They were trying to get a long ball from Madrid, and it just gets intercepted directly to a Barca defender. Oh, I'm tired, man. If Barcelona score at the end of this half, I will do nothing because they're not going to score. And that ball is just cleared away. And here comes Bellingham trying to march forward. So we are in the 47th minute. And that's the half. I was going to say, we are at the half in this match between, I know how. There's no true chances. A lot of offside flags. A lot of, that's an understatement there, but does that look even to you? That does not look even to me. The halftime in the October. The hell? It's funny. That does not look at all like it's even. Now the 20. You know what? Forget it. I'll fix it after. So we are at the half in this matchup. It is 0-0. There was a goal called back. There was a Bellingham. No, not a Bellingham goal. There was a Vinicius Jr. goal that was called back. And it just looks like very good attacking play from both teams. I feel like Madrid has the upper hand though, just because they've had more speed, a lot more offside that have been played on and look like chances, but obviously have been called back. Let's take a look at the stats brought to you by SofaScore. So far, the highest rated players for each team. Starting off with Andre Lunin, the goalkeeper for Madrid, with a 7.1. Eduardo Camavinga for Madrid We're doing the top 3 from each team. So right now I'm going to start off with Madrid. Lunin, 7.1. Camavinga, 7.1. And Eder Militao with a 7.0. Moving on to Barcelona, we have Pedri with a 7.2. Martinez with a 6.9. And Lewandowski with a 6.9 as well. It was a Kylian Mbappe goal, actually, that was canceled by VAR. It is a very even game, I would say, in terms of true shots. Because really, like, the statistics tells you one thing, but the game tells you another. And you can say, like, just looking at the statistics, if you're just looking at the stats, looking at nothing else, not the commentary, not the details, it looks significantly more like Barcelona's in control. When you're watching the game, it does not look that way. So ball possession, starting with ball possession, of course, 42% for Madrid, 58 for Barcelona. Expected goals, Barca has 0.37 expected goals, where Madrid has 0.29. So just using that statistic alone, you can already kind of tell that this game is very even. And big chances, both teams have had one big chance each. Madrid's might have been called back. It doesn't really tell me which exactly is a big chance. But shots on target, you can already see that Madrid has had 2 goalkeeper saves, where Barca's Peña has had 0 saves. Madrid has the upper hand in corner kicks, 5-2. Barcelona has fouled more with a 10-6, and Barcelona they just pass the ball way more. 223 passes compared to Madrid's 156. Tackles, Barcelona is at 11 tackles and Madrid is at 9. Madrid have had more free kicks, 10-6. Makes sense with the amount of fouls. That kind of goes hand in hand, almost the direct relationship. And only 1 card in the game, only 1 yellow card. It is to Casado. I realize that's how you pronounce that name. Really, it's been a game of missed opportunities for both teams, I would say. 8 offsides for Madrid. 8 different offside calls. So all of those came out to shots. They weren't like offsides that were called before a shot was taken. So I think all of them had shots in them. So right now, if you look at just the statistics, it will tell you 1 shot from Madrid compared to 6 from Barcelona. And if you're watching the game, that's not true. There have been 2 shots on target for Barcelona, which I believe is true, even with the offside. Well, maybe other than the one that was called back. Bellingham's attempt that was saved in the end was called offside, so that is 1 more shot on target. And obviously the one that was called back for Mbappe's goal is another shot on target. So it really is even. Ironically, if you don't look at the stats, you will see that it's not as even of a game as you might think. 6-1, again, that's the relationship for Barca to Madrid. 2 on target, 0 have hit the woodwork so far. Madrid has had less shots off target than Barca, with 1 shot off to 3 for Barca. 1 blocked shot from Barca and 2 shots from inside the box compared to Madrid's 1, and 4 outside the box shots for Barcelona compared to really 1 that was called offside. Again, offside is just the word of the day for Madrid. I think Mbappe literally could have had the goal. He could have had the lone goal. He could have had so many. I think he could have had so many goals, and it would look like a much better game if he wasn't offside so much. It is embarrassing, really. The attack has been highly concentrated down both sides for Madrid. It is, I think it's leaning more towards Mbappe's side. That's this side over here. Which one is this? Right side? No, left side. The left side. Right side? I don't know, man. I don't know my lefts and rights. But a lot of the attacking play has come from Mbappe. And obviously, if you're getting called offsides the most, it's gonna come down to you, really. 8 offsides compared to 1, and I think 90% of those are Mbappe. I want to see the specific stats. He has a 6.5 right now. How many offsides himself? I want to see. 6 times Mbappe was offside. That is not the mark of a true like award-winning player. I mean, not to mention Vinicius Jr., who's at a 6.3 rating right now. And I do think that Vinicius had a better game than Mbappe as of right now, just because how many times was Vinny offside? Once. I think that alone tells you that they're having he's having a better game. Because Mbappe should not be as highly rated as he is. He's taken shots, but he's been offside. And that's the big thing. It makes no sense. There's no point in being like this multi-million-dollar signing if you're just going to miss the shots that are given to you. Even if they're offside, you have to finish. And Vinicius, really, he had a stinker. He had an open goal, and I mean, basically open goal. 9 out of 10 strikers make that. And he shot it directly at the side netting. That's not a Ballon d'Or winning player, and I talked a lot of good things about him. I do. I love Vinicius Jr. I love Vinny. He's a fantastic player. Really, all the Madrid players deserve the world. I think all of them are. Actually, all of them except for Mbappe are Champions League winners, because Jude won it last year. So I don't really know. I don't even know what's going on. I mean, it really well could be that Kylian Mbappe is just bad luck for wherever he goes. I mean, I would gladly take him at Roma, and he can viciously rip apart any Italian defense. But I don't know why he's having a very poor game. It's very uncharacteristic. I mean, not uncharacteristic of him. He's just. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of been. It has been. I think it's been worse from Mbappe than it has Vinicius. I mean, Vinicius missed clear chances, and that sucks. Let me see. It says 1 big chance missed for Vinny, and then Mbappe 0, 0, 0, 0. It's he could have had 1 assist. But he's had really nothing other than Mbappe has 100% pass rate in 12 touches. 12 touches from your multi-million-dollar deal? Come on, man. Come on. I mean, that's not a lot, but I mean, Fermin Lopez is a midfielder. Let's go to Lewandowski, 14 touches. So I guess they're kind of on the same level. Lewandowski's had a pretty basic game as well. I mean, he's rated a 6.9, which 80% of accurate passes, 4 out of 5 passes, 1 key pass, and 1 big chance created. I think it was the same. I think they're the same statistic. 1 offside, 1 foul, lost possession 4 times. It really these two million legendary Lewandowski. I think he should have been a Ballon d'Or winner. I think that was there was a big controversy there. Let me check this out. I don't think he won. I think it went to Messi, right? Yeah, he lost to Messi because of what? Why did he? Yeah, he won Strike of the Year, and then I don't know why. He really is. He should have won when he was at Bayern, and then when he came to Barca in that first in Xabi's first year, I think he killed it. But I don't think Messi deserved it. I think it was Lewandowski, because Jorginho finished third. Wow, if that tells you anything about what a crazy year 2021 was. Jorginho, he doesn't even start for any team right now. I don't think he would start in Saudi. He was finishing third because he won the Euro with Italy. He won the Champions League with Chelsea, and then those are just the two things. And then, but Lewandowski's hit a record-setting 41 goals, and Donnarumma won his first Yashin trophy. That's cool. But it really wasn't even that close. It was very Kanté won the World Cup with France, but he wasn't nominated for Ballon d'Or then. Leo Messi won the award for a record-extending 7th time after captaining Argentina to the 21 Copa America, its first senior international title since 1993. So he literally won a trophy for winning a trophy. I guess that makes sense. You win a trophy for winning trophies, but one international title since 1993 is not enough to... I honestly don't think it was enough to undo Robert Lewandowski. He should have won the Ballon d'Or anyways, but that's now his Barcelona faithful teammate, legendary teammate. I think he should have won. And he's been in the running for a while, but that's not what we're here for. I mean, Madrid currently has a Ballon d'Or winner on the bench in 38-year-old Luka Modric, who could be coming on in this second half. Probably for honestly, everybody's been performing very well. I mean, in my eyes, but again, it's biased because I like Madrid. I don't know who he would come on for. I think Valverde could come off, but Camavinga is definitely not coming off. He's been one of the best players on the field. In general, he's been one of the best players on the field. You can't. Modric is not a defender, so it doesn't make sense to take off a defender like Lucas Vázquez, even though Vázquez was an attacking player. And it looks like Frankie de Jong is coming on for Barcelona. He's taking the captain's armband from Rafinha. So we're gonna get a substitution. It is Fermin Lopez who comes off for Frankie de Jong, who takes the captain's armband. So I'm just gonna. You can keep that. That's a starting 11. And no substitutions for Madrid, to my knowledge. It is just the one from Barcelona for Frankie de Jong. De Jong has been a very good player his entire career, but it's not. I don't think he's been enough to I don't watch Barcelona. I don't watch La Liga very often either. So I don't. If this ever gets out to anybody, I don't want hate for saying Frankie de Jong is not the type of quality player that needs. Otherwise, I think he would have been starting. Really, right over 17-year-old Lopez. And we are back underway. 11. Yeah, see that? Oh, he had ACL injury. That's why. And Barcelona already on the attack here. Out wide to Balde, who was looking at Rafinha with a forward run, but now it's switched. Oof. And it's just a bad hit by Casada. Is it Casade? Casado. Did I get that right? Did I spell that right? Please tell me I spelled that right. Please tell me I spelled that right. I did. I just can't see on this thing. I'm pretty sure you can't either. So I think Barcelona's coming out in a much more attacking minded. I mean, they're already attacking minded as is, but I think they're coming out with more of a fight, more of a urge to score a goal, because it's just they need to score, because the statistics might say it's been Barcelona's game, but it feels like it's Madrid's. It feels like it's been all Madrid. Not saying Barcelona doesn't have it in the works, but it just does not feel as much in their hands. So now it's out to Lamine Yamal. Camavinga's clearance is only as far as Koundé, who sends it in for trying to find Lewandowski, but it's headed away by Eder Militao. Koundé sends it, tries to get it to Leva, but it's headed away by Militao. Good replay. I like the replay. I don't think there's a foul there, but it's a good chip. I think Balde wanted the switch from Rafinha, but or who was it? I didn't see, but oh no, Lunin. Oh my goodness, Lunin made a very bad mistake. He was hit by Lewandowski on the trying to get rid of it, and it's right back to Barcelona's ball, and they're starting off with very heavy possession. I think Balde wanted Rafinha to make a run. Oh, Yamal just mishits, and it's sent up for... Oh my gosh. And, wow. That is Frankie de Jong just completely is grabbing, yanking, pulling on... There was a lot of... The camera didn't cut fast enough. De Jong was totally yanking on Vinny, but it was Valverde trying to get it to Mbappe, and Mbappe had a chance. He just didn't take it first time, and it goes out for a Madrid corner. So let's see what's going on there. I like this microphone. It makes me feel like I'm a professional, even though I might not be one. It makes me feel professional. Bellingham and... Who is that? I think it's Chouameni. Now it's just Bellingham. I was gonna say in the goal, but now it's just Bellingham in the goal. That's headed away, and Mendy sends it back to Lunin for the reset. But Barcelona keep a very high line, and they all move up together, and it looked like a midfield when they were running to the midline. It looked like it was like Barca's midfield, but it was the entire team. There was 5 Madrid players caught out offside. And now it looks like Madrid are forcing a press. It's starting to get more and more wild, which is it's great for people that don't care. I have no interest. I'm not watching La Liga. I really only like Madrid when they're playing in the Champions League because Roma's not in it. But I mean, I support Madrid over all these other teams. I don't care for PSG. I don't care for I don't care for Barcelona. I like these players. I like Mbappe. I like Vinny. I like Bellingham. I like Chouameni. I like Camavinga. I like Rudiger. All these players are just... What? I like the players, I guess, in the Champions League. I like my Roma. But now come Mbappe, and he's just great tackle by Kunde. Oh my goodness, my girlfriend says she has a story for me. Oh my. Another 40 minutes, babe. 40 minutes. Ooh. The Lamine Yamal tries to take a strike from the circle. It was a very powerful shot. He was trying to catch Lunin, but not enough arc to really get it up and over. So now is Vinny. Vinny on the ball. Good move. Good move. Taking a shot. And it's deflected. It's out for a corner. Madrigal. So Lucas Vasquez to take the corner from Madrid. It was Valverde on the other side, but now here he comes in and it's pretty much all the way through. Maybe Madrid's, I think they're calling for a foul. They're trying to pull a foul, but not going to get anything. It's a throw in for Barca. I think Bellingham's asking to take a look at it. I am tired, man. For no reason, really. I mean, actually, there's a reason. Go Lakers. Oh, hi. Thank you for coming back. Bellingham, I think he's lucky not to get a card there. Just slides in and just only clips the heels. Gets no ball. Surprised he didn't get a yellow, really. Bellingham's kind of having a weak game, so I think if anyone was going to come out for Modric, it would be Bellingham. Oh, and that's a good ball. Right now that's onside, and oh, the goal! No! There's a check right now, but right now it is Lewandowski with a goal for Barcelona. Wow. That's frustrating for sure. That's upsetting. I could care less, but because my thing is only for who got the assist there? I'll fix it in a second. So right now it's being checked. Oh, he's on. Shoot. And that is that Casado? I think that's Casado. Wow, that's going to stay on. Well, there you go. It's a good finish. That's going to stand. That's a goal. This is not like I was watching highlights today of El Clasico, and it was not this boring. Oh, and here's another shot, but it's just Rafinha's trying to catch. It's a lot of long balls. Wow. This year, Lewandowski has 13 goals, 10 scored with his foot, 1 with his head, and 2 from penalties. That is one heck of a statistic. This is the first El Clasico out of 2 or 3 possible. So there's 3 possible times that they can meet this season. Champions League, they could meet up. They could meet for the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Cup. That's not the league. Ooh, and here comes a good ball for Balde from, I think that's De Jong. with a good cross in, and here comes Lewandowski again, and it's 2! Wow. Wow. That is crazy. That is nuts. That is nuts. It's a great goal. Wow. 2 goals for Lewandowski. That is crazy. There's just he has a lot of space, is what the guy's saying. The guy on the announcer is saying just like there's so much space. Militao and Rudiger just get caught like just you got him, no you got him, you got him. Instead of them both saying I got him, they both said you got him, and now it's ahead. Now it's 2. Hansi Flick did the coach of Barcelona did a little header like trying to get it. Shit. So now Madrid need to start stepping this up because this is ridiculous. I mean, Madrid came back from pretty much the exact same. So now it's a corner for Madrid. A corner for Madrid, sorry. See? He said it. Exactly the same situation they were from Borussia Dortmund. So that Vasquez ball was sent out, and it's out for another corner from the man with the assist. Casado. So now another ball in from Vasquez. And again, it's hit by a Barcelona player first. But it comes right back out to Camavinga again. We're getting into the same kind of deal here. So now it's just dropped all the way back. And that could have been a dire mistake from Mendy. That could have been horrible. Camavinga draws a foul. He really has been the best player for Madrid in the outfield. Really, like him. Yeah, he's drawing fouls, making giving balls that lead to assists or potential assists, I guess. He's the chance creator for Madrid, and he really is one of the best players on the pitch. There needs to be a change. Something needs to happen. Some kind of intelligent, some kind of magic-minded player. I think Modric is going to come on. I don't know who else. I don't know who else can come on. I mean, they don't really have anybody else. Toni Kroos retired. I mean, you can come on. You can have Endrick come on. You can have Endrick. You can have Arda Güler. Another corner for Madrid. You're cheering people on, but you've had a stinker, bud. You could have had one already, and you missed. I mean, it was called back, but you missed. That's what they're saying. They're saying exactly what I'm saying. You missed the chance and you want people to cheer? Come on. So that ball from Mbappe is into the box, but it's cleared away for the time being. Now it's Valverde trying to get a chip in. Camavinga sends it out for Mbappe. Mbappe's on the ground directly to Peña. Madrid really got worse when Mbappe went. It's crazy. Oh, that Kubarsi's off. It's okay. It's been like that the entire time, but I can fix it So Lewandowski's going to come off as well. For Barcelona, Lewandowski has 2 goals today in this Clasico, and now he's coming off. Wait, did he come off, or am I just goofing? Am I making that up? No, I think I'm making that up. My bad. The problem, I think, with Madrid is that they have no genuine real striker. Like, they had Benzema. They had Benzema for years. But now that Benzema's gone, they try to replace him with Rodrigo. Rodrigo's not a striker. He's a right wing, or he's a left wing. Then they try to put Bellingham there. He is an attacking midfielder. He's not a striker. I mean, he can play like one. And he should play like one, I think. He should play like it. But and he had the most goals. He was matching like Cristiano Ronaldo's first year as a striker for Madrid. But that's not the position. And then I think they also tried to move, like they tried to do Rodrigo and Vinny as a double striker. Not strikers. Both of them are left wingers. I mean, Rodrigo plays as a right wing, and he can play as a left wing, and he does. But I think he's just a left winger. And then you go out and get Kylian Mbappe, who you want to be a striker, but he's not. He's not a striker. He is a winger. He's a really great, probably the best left wing in the world, but he's not a striker. Because if a striker was playing for this Madrid, they would not be offside 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. Not going to happen. So Madrid is making their first change. Modric for Tchouaméni. I think that's a good switch. I think it's a decent enough one. It's not exactly. I wouldn't make that myself. I don't know. It's a hard one because all the players they're kind of essential. Like Bellingham has kind of been. Modric, 38 years old, gets his first touch. He doesn't exactly make. Oh, and now Mbappe. Unbelievable. It was a great thing. He should have just moved. He tried to get a shot in. You could just move around. You were fine. You're faster than everybody else. What a pain in the ass. Ugh. Dani Olmo is going to come on for Barcelona, coming for the assister, Casado. A lot of stuff going on for Casado. Three decals. I mean, it really was. That first goal was. That was a foot. That was at least a foot. That was not exactly the game of inches, but that's what it takes. And now Dani Olmo gets his touch. Lamine Yamal. Oh, no. Modric tried to get it to Mbappe, but Peña already saw it and came out. No, you're offside again. Again, he's offside. He finally did it, but he's offside again. How many times are you going to be offside? Barcelona does a really good high line. All 3 attacking players for Madrid are just so. They're just farther, like they're just in front of the Madrid defense, they're in front of the Barcelona defense. Oh, Lewandowski misses. He misses a tap in. Wow. I think that would have been offside. I think it was just a slight bit offside. Let's see. Oh, I think he was onside. That's just that's just a stinker. That is horrible. That's not even bad. That's horrible. That's a like, oh, there's no like really words to explain how bad that miss was. That was right in front. It was right in front of goal. A hat trick at the Bernabeu. I like that accent. It's a funny one. Okay. Now Madrid's back in attack. Vinicius Jr. on the ball. Coming down. Here comes Bellingham. You know what it is? You know what it is? The team sucks. I mean, so offside. He's so offside. The entire body is off. You could fit 3 people in that gap. See? I just know things, you know? I just know things. Oh, it's giving us a Madrid throw-in. So we're at 67.5 minutes. 2 goals down from Madrid. I really hope I never have to see a Roma game that's this bad. I mean, I saw it on Empoli when I was, that half-ass stream. But this is not okay. This is your rival. They're at the top of the leaderboard. They're at the top of the table in Spain. You are second only by a win, and now you're going to lose. And now comes Lamine Yamal. Gives an assist to... He's not... Oh, no! He's gone again! He's missed the second ball. Lewandowski missed a second chance. That's crazy. But now we're back in Madrid ball. The confidence that Modric has is great. Oh, that's a card. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card for Koundé. That's a game-changing foul. It's a professional foul. I get it. You slide, you just get the foot because he's gonna beat you 10 times out of 10 on speed. So far, no cards for Madrid. Only one change, and that's the maestro, Luka Modric. So far, has yet to contribute significantly in this game, change the tide. Bellingham mishits it. Wow. Oh my goodness, that went right through to Bellingham. All he had to do was just touch it the right way, and it would have gone in for a goal, and Madrid could have been right back in it. I think it was a knee. I thought it was a crotch. Dani Olmo tries to get it to Rafinha, but I think Rafinha would have been offside anyways. And that's a great ball. So now it's back with Madrid. Oh my goodness. We're starting to get very powerful. Oh my gosh, he's off yet again. He needs to chill out. Stop running. They won the Champions League like at least twice since I've started watching. Like dedicated watching. They've won 2 Champions Leagues since I started watching, and now they're losing 2-0. This is it's a sitter. You sit down and you sit down, you hit it. I think that's what that means. I think he just sliced it. I think that's what happened on the obvious miss. That's not gonna be offside. Oh my gosh. And that's offside as well. But we're going to let play continue, and here's the offside. Wow. Brutal. Brutal, 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 brutal. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Modric it's a great pass, and he just... There's no, like... That is not a shot from a Ballon d'Or nominee. This has not been a game by Ballon d'Or nominees. There's the foul for Barcelona, and they can just kill 20 minutes. 20 minutes are left. 20 minutes are left, and this game has been moving pretty fast. I don't think there's going to be that much added time, and it's 2-0, man. It's 2-0. Kylian Mbappe is highly regarded as the best player in the world, and you can't finish. You can't stay on side. Are you kidding me? Like, you should not be considered the best player in the world if you're going to be offside 8 times. Oh, and now it's Rafinha. Rafinha's got space. Thankfully, it amounts to nothing. I'm rooting for Madrid. I'm very disappointed with this as somebody who watches them and says that they like Real Madrid. I do like Real Madrid, and this is like so disappointing that it's not even typical. It's like, this is embarrassing. What happened? Maybe they should have just kept Rodrigo, Vinny, and Bellingham as a striker. You should have just kept that. I mean, that worked. That won you the league last year. It's truly embarrassing is what it is. It's like there's no other word to describe the way that this Madrid team has played. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. And I am hungry for Indian food. I'm going to make some tikka masala after this, because this is... I mean, if it splatters on this jersey, it's about as clean as the... What was I going to say? If I get masala on the jersey, it will look just about as good as Madrid have played today. So it's very fitting. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, those are spikes straight to the chest. And another yellow card for Barcelona. For who? For Martinez. Martinez, like I said. Martinez. When was this? When did you say this? Oh, sorry. Madrid needs to, speed up. Barcelona. At least nothing. There's nothing going on for this game. And now, who is this? I know him, but I can't think of his name right now. Oh, I love you. Hey, you're here now. Aw, I love you too. Thank you for being on. Now comes Barcelona. It could have been in. From opposite half, that would be interesting. But that's the kind of shot you shoot. And now Brahim Diaz comes on. I don't know who he's coming off for. I don't know who he's coming on for. Oh, for Camavinga. Horrible defense. And now comes Lamine Yamal. 3! No, babe, we don't want a goal. This is the wrong team. It's the wrong team. It's a good shot too. It's a good shot. Wow. 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 Who got the assist? I want to know who got the assist. Wow. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. That's... That's a very late call for a challenge. Oh, you're still on. Yeah, yes, I know you're still on. Yes, I see you're still on, but the chats are so late. I see you're still on, babe. Thank you for being on. I love you too. I know, babe. I know. I'm coming. Don't worry. This game's not going to last very much longer. It's literally another 10 minutes. Yellow card for Vinicius Jr. And now it's really just crumbling apart for Madrid. Oh, my. It is very, very delayed. I just got your text at 1:40 it is right now. So we're going to check it. It is very delayed, yes. So I'm gonna do like a clap right now, and I want you to text me. Don't do this. Text me when you get this. Ready? We're gonna start this in 3, 2, 1. There's a snap. Okay. Right. I want you to text me immediately when you get the snap because I want to see how bad it is. Because you're seeing it what's live then. Like it should be in sync because you're typing it as I'm talking, but it's so delayed that I'm getting the chats when text me when you see the snap. Jeez. Kylian Mbappe really has had the worst game, I think, of his career today. Draw a foul. 20 minutes behind? No. What time is on the... Oh. I was going to ask you what time are you seeing, but you're not seeing this. That's funny. Only 10 men left. So, another booking for... No, has there been another booking? Yes, there's been one more booking. I think they said it was going to Pedri. What's the score? Trying to figure out this thing, and meanwhile, Madrid is trying to still get a goal back. Maybe start a 7-minute comeback. That's not going to do it. Valverde gets a shot, but it's saved by Peña. And we are at the 84th minute in this game. Wow. Yeah, you are so far behind. You probably are 20 minutes, like maybe 10 minutes. Oh no. Oh no, and here comes Rafinha. Rafinha to make it 4. Oh no, it's 4. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, there's nothing you can do but just laugh. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Does he have an assist? Is there an assister or what? An assister? Who's assisting? Let me see. Was it Martinez? I think that's Martinez. I think that's Martinez. Like it is Inigo Martinez. Wow. Wow. That is embarrassing. That's horrible. Oh, sorry. Totally smacked the hell out of the microphone. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is horrid. You know what it is? I think this entire game has been Andre Lunin absolute trash class. Like, this is how not to play goalkeeper. And Mendy comes out for Madrid, and they did that with no time. Like, they did that really quickly. Wow. This is crazy. Babe, this is the game that I wanted to watch. This is the kind of thing that if you were at home, if you were here, we would be watching this game right now. Oh, and Bellingham just loses the ball, and now the counterattack is back on. Another foul. There's a card. Another booking for Eder Militao. I can imagine why. I mean, this is I would be pissed off too. Shit. And now Gavi is on the sideline. He's ready to come on for Barcelona. I just got to keep it at this thing. There's going to be another switch for Pedri. Pedri and Gavi are both phenomenal youngsters for Spain. I think Gavi's been injured the entire time. 4 or 5 minutes left in this. 4 or 5 minutes left in this game. 3 or 4 minutes left in this game, and it's just embarrassing. This is a Madrid horrible. Babe, you actually might get the goals right, the balls right. Ah. Rafinha could have had another one. Jeez. Oh, so you're back. You're back to live. I think maybe there was like some kind of glitch in this thing. Woo! Wow, thank you. I'm blushing. Oh, babe. Wow, wow, babe, you really got me all tomato-y right now, Rana. And they're not gonna stop. Wow. Oh, whew. Bellingham got a good ball up, and now trying to find him on the other side. No. Kylian Mbappe does too much. He's not. Another foul and another card. My goodness, I just gotta just keep this page open. Goodness gracious. Oh. Is it a fight? Yeah, Gabi and Vinny. It's in the back, and then kicking, yanking, smacking, full-on football tackle. I can't get over that comment. Thank you. Thank you for texting me. Made my morning. Made my day. Oh no, here comes another one. The last minute of regular. This is truly horrible. Do not pass it to him. There he's onside now. Now he's onside. Now make a shot. No, my gosh. He's the worst player on the team. And he's offside again? No, you're kidding. Holy moly. Holy marinara. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Best player in the world, my ass. That is horrible. And now advantage is being played for Barcelona, and they're just gonna keep the ball, but they call the foul. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I need to stretch. Wow. Wow. This is horrible. It's horrible. My gosh, are you kidding me? This is horrible. This is not a team that wants to win the Champions. Like, if this is how they're going to play in the Champions League, this is going to be embarrassing when they play again. Oh my gosh! And they can keep going because they don't have to stop. This is their bitter rival. They'll keep scoring. They don't care. They don't need to kill the clock. There's the game. Wow. 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 Horrible, 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 horrible team. Very loud, I know, but that was dreadful performance. That was like, I don't even know how you even, like, how do you even get to 4-0 against your bitterest rivals? They have one of the most bitter and like really aggressive rivalries in, I think, the world. Like them, maybe again, like I said, like earlier, like Corinthians and Palmeiras, or one of these Brazilian teams, because there's no laws in Brazil, so they can, like, there's probably more lethal stuff there. But in Spain and Europe, this is the most bitter rivalry, and this is how you do that. I mean, yeah, you have England or whatever, but this is the most, like, this is probably the most well-known rivalry, other than like maybe Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, all these. Like, this is ridiculous. This is horrible. This is like when Manchester United lost 7-0 against Liverpool. This is not even, no, it's not even that bad, because everybody knew Manchester United was going to suck. This is a brand new team with great players, high quality, and you give up 4 goals in 45 minutes? Embarrassing. I'm done here. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my special shout out to my girlfriend Isabella from watching in LA. I love you so much, baby. I will talk to you in a minute. But to those of you who just watched just because, why not? Thank you for watching. Hope to see you sometime soon for maybe the start of a new podcast that I'm starting. I did mention that I wanted to start it. Where I just talk about football, this football and American football. And, you know, I'm going to have some guests on. I'll have my girlfriend as a guest, I'll have my brother as a guest, maybe my mom. She has her own podcast, so go check that out. You know, maybe we'll do a collab. In her podcast room, we'll do a mutual podcast, but with my, maybe it'll be on my account. We'll see. We'll stay tuned for the details. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, even though I didn't. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I will see you at the next Roma stream, or on the first podcast episode, which is to be determined when it's going to be revealed. But that is all I have. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.